2020 is fast approaching and the last decade will be behind us. Throughout the last 10 years, the biggest unicorn firms were born like Uber and Airbnb. However, even though Bitcoin isn't a company, the best investment of the decade belongs to the decentralized cryptocurrency Satoshi created. In fact, Bank of America's recent securities report highlights that an investment of $1 in Bitcoin at the start of 2010 would now be worth more than $. Also read, Regulatory Roundup New US Crypto Bill, France's first approved Muslim crypto Bitcoin, the decade's best performing investment this week. A great number of people are reminiscing about the last 10 years, and a slew of individuals understand that the advent of Bitcoin was quite significant during this period of time. The most valuable startup of the last decade didn't raise money, didn't have employees, gave away the cap table, and let anyone invest, said the popular philosopher Naval Ravikant. Besides Ravikant's opinion, there is data that shows Bitcoin was the best investment during the last decade. Bank of America's recent securities paper explains that between 2010 and 2020, oil has weakened and negative interest rates have been good for gold markets. But if a person invested $1 in Bitcoin in 2010, it would be worth well over $90K today, BOA's report underlined. Because of Bitcoin's great performance record, the decentralized asset has surpassed every investment vehicle in the last 10 years. Some of the best performing investments of the decade. Happy New Year's, everyone! Bitcoin enters once publicly traded on Coinbase in 2012. Twitter.com/tbbabsevev, James Todaro, @JamesTodaram, December 24, 2019. Now let us just say someone followed gold bug Peter Schiff's advice and invested in gold in 2010, which was trading for $1 per troy ounce at the year's open. 10 years later, gold has done well for itself, touching a high of $1 per ounce, and that is a fairly decent plus 38% gain. In the last decade, Bitcoin, however, has gained a whopping +% and this year alone, BX has outpaced gold's market performance in the last 10 years. In 2019, BX has gained +96% compared to gold's +10.8% increase. 2010 through 2020 investment data shows Netflix gained +%, Amazon +%, Apple +966%, Microsoft +556%, Disney +423%, and Google +335%. Gold only saw a +38% gain. Bitcoin rose by +8.9 million% between January 2010 up until now. Bitcoin shined without a centralized marketing fund, no salespeople, and no roadshow. Besides precious metals, if Bitcoin was a company, it also outpaced investments in the most profitable unicorn businesses created in the last decade. Profitable startups throughout 2010 and 2020 include Uber, Facebook, Airbnb, Snapchat, SpaceX, Tesla, and Pinterest, but an investment in Bitcoin surpasses all these public stocks by a long shot. For example, if you compare the +8.9 million% BX gain to investments in Netflix, +%, Amazon, +%, Apple, +966%, Microsoft, +556%, Disney, +423%, and Google, +335%. Numbers show there is no comparison. The angel investor and former CEO of Coinbase, Balaji Srinivasan, recently explained his thoughts about the cryptocurrency revolution during the last decade compared to the decade's unicorn firms. As the decade ends, the biggest unicorn of the 2010s wasn't Uber, Airbnb, or Snap, it was Bitcoin, Srinivasan tweeted. Please note that all three of these companies and many other unicorns are great companies, I take nothing away from them. But to my knowledge, nothing else founded in the same time frame held at $100 billion for a longer time. Srinivasan added, from an investor standpoint, this is important to know. Despite being the best investment in the last decade, in September,
Bankrot's survey noted that 31% of investors will be putting their money in real estate, 20% into traditional stocks, and only 4% of respondents said they would invest funds in Bitcoin in the next 10 years.
A number of crypto proponents agree with Srinivasan and Ravikant's statements about cryptocurrencies throughout the last 10 years, and the subject is often discussed on forums and social media. Replying to Srinivas, you can read full post on CryptoFans News, link available in text below.